secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's John. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Buys a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's John. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. And the Canes will try to punch it in on first and goal. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's the pressure. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a push on 4th down. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's John. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's best. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack line up, facing 3rd and approximately half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down.
when you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try it over the left side. He was trying to get it to the 25, but the defense stands tall, and they force a 4th and short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of it if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time player has made big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Dalton. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Caught in the backfield, it's John. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, NC State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They try to get it outside on the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy
unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It'll be a run on third and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's complete on the right side.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Canes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick strike complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on. Sends it downfield. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Might be calling a hot route. Under fire. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's caught. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's John. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. caught in the backfield. It's John. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolfpack now operating in the red zone. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. He might want another play. It'll be 3rd and long. The toss to the outside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Creates a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Under fire. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Canes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here. In the 4th quarter, you're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ballgame where it's really going to matter.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The run from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback making checks. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He'll start this drive firing. Caught behind the line. It's Wicks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Slings it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Hurricane. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. NC State quick to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's John. And he's wrestled to the ground. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know Mr. Quarterback.
He's got it on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Paul.